my gosh, this is exactly what we've been missing. It is cheesy, it's bready, it is so good, and it's not sweet. So it's not gonna give you any cravings or make you feel like you have to have this every day. Thank you, Keto Focus, for an amazing, amazing 90-second bread recipe.
Hi, it's Terry. I have been maintaining 180-pound weight loss with low-carb, low-calorie, meat-focused eating since August of 2022.
Hey, so as you all know, I've been trying to piddle around and get something that tastes like cornbread to go with my chili or my ham and yam beans, whichever. So, one of you all, you know I can't remember nothing, recommended that I try 90-second bread. So I went online and I saw on Keto Focus. She does hers a little different, and so we're going to make hers. And so we're going to make 2 batches because I want to do one plain and one cornbread. And we're going to do one in the oven and one in the microwave. Reason being is I do not have a high power microwave. Mine's like, a smaller microwave. So it's probably going to take longer than 90 seconds. But I would also like to see how it bakes. So we are going to try that. We're going to try it both ways. So come on down. Let's see how it goes. So to get it started, she put together her dry ingredients, which is a 1/4 cup of almond flour. So like I said, I'm going to build both breads at the same time because I'm going to be dirtying up things and the utensils, so I'd rather dirty them up at the same time. So we do dry ingredients first. So 1/4 cup of almond flour. I'm closing these so I don't knock them over and then stuck with the big old mess. Okay. Then we have a tablespoon of unflavored protein powder. So by the way, this is just Walmart, and I did not get it closed. This is just Walmart almond flour, nothing fancy. I'm sure they have a lot of really good brands out there, but just make sure your brand will close when you zip it closed. This one will not. Hang on. Okay, got that closed. So 1/4 cup of almond flour. Next, we have 1 tablespoon unflavored protein powder. I just used the one from Walmart, the ISO Pure. And so a tablespoon of in that one. And tablespoon in this one. And then we use a teaspoon of baking powder. Double check. That's 1/2 teaspoon. Hold on. I have to use my one for my electrolytes. Alright, so a teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon for you. And a teaspoon for you. We're going to be using this again for something else, so don't get rid of it. Then we use a 1/4 teaspoon of allulose. She said that's optional, but so I'll put it in there. Hang on. I want to put one of those packs in there, those things to keep it from drying out. Okay, so after the allulose, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Well, I don't have one, so we're just going to see 1/2 of a 1/4 teaspoon. Good enough. All right. I think that was optional too. She said if you use it, you're using it in like something like grilled cheese or something where you're going to be adding salt with whatever you're using. She said then leave the salt out. I don't know her name, but the channel is Keto Focus. So there's one. Let's stir this one up. And when she was done, she sliced it in half so that way she had a top and bottom bread. I've done this years ago. I mean, it was a different one, so that's why I'm excited to try this one. All right. So then we're going to start adding in the wet ingredients. So 2 tablespoons of softened butter. And 1. Might want a fork. 2 tablespoons, and then she said use 1 egg yolk, or she said if you want to use a whole egg, you can leave out the heavy cream. Well, I'm not ready to branch out and try something different on the first time doing it. I want to do it like she did, so all right. I know I should keep that yolk for something. I have a feeling that's the mailman. At least you know that my alarm is set. The house alarm is turned on. Thank you, Lou. Alright, so now let me try this one. Okay, next, 2 teaspoons of sour cream. So this is why you need your little jobber. One. She said this is what keeps it from tasting eggy. 2. So 1. 2. Okay. And then 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. So I'll do 1 in each. 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. Now I'm going to do, where did I write it in there? I'm going to add in 6 drops of our cornbread flavor. Might be too much, it might be not enough, but we'll try. Come on, fella. We're going to try 6 drops just in one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Let me get my cold stuff put away. Hang on. Okay, now we're going to... that is not very soft. But now I'm going to work to get it all blended together. Give me some time, y'all. Okay, she's then mix and place in square dish, spray and line with parchment. So I did the parchment strips like I've seen people do, and then I'm going to spray it in there. Let me spray this one. Alright. And she had a hard time keeping hers open, and I now understand why. A little bit difficult. Alright. So I think if I was to do anything different, I might soften up my butter in the microwave. Trying to see which one's that's the cornbread one. So I'm going to put this down in here. I'll show you the consistency just a second. Come out here, little fella. So because my butter was not fully softened, that's the consistency of this one. And that's the plain one. Oh. Here's the consistency when it's still in this container. It's a dadgum cold outside in my house. Even though it's 74, the butter didn't really get fully softened. Let me put it. This one is the cornbread. I think I'm going to put the cornbread one in the oven, since I don't know how the microwave's going to do. I mean, 350 is pretty standard, you know, on ovens. So I think I'd like to do the cornbread at 350. So then that way I know that one's going to turn out. And then we can jack around with the other one, with the regular one. So my plan is to cut the non-butter one in half, and then cut the cornbread one in half. Leave the cornbread as one whole cake, and then do the other one as cut it in half like bread. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this cornbread one in the oven. And again, I keep trying to show you how it looks. Here, why don't I do this? Well, that doesn't help. Come on, fella, get out of there. There you go. Oh, that's how it looks. I better get this in the oven before I have a mistake. And it goes in the oven for 9 to 11 minutes, so we'll check this one in 9 minutes. Now this one, she says full power for 90 seconds. So we're going to try that and then see if we need, just let it go. 90 seconds. So 90, cook time, 90 start. All right, we'll see in 90 seconds what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. When I was carnivore, I did this. And actually what I did was I had it all put together and I brought it to work and I microwaved it in the work microwave. And so then I was able to have that, you know, that bready type thing. I think I'm going to let it go about 30 more seconds in my little microwave. We'll be right back. She said she let it cool for about 1 minute, then she took it out and let it cool all the way. I'm going to set it on this rack. They're kind of like tight little squares, so we're going to set it on here. Came out very easy. I want to get it off that, out of the moisture, but I better put this underneath it in case that butter drips or something. All right, now we're going to let that cool all the way, and we'll test it out when the other one comes out. I've restarted the timer. Let me show you why. If I can get it down where you can see it here. Hang on. If I spill this, I'm going to cry. It's just soupy. I don't know if you can see that. It's just soupy. So we want it to be Done. So we're going to do 2 more minutes and take a look at it. It was just not cooking in the oven. And it could have been because that's the one that I added those drops to. I don't know. But this is totally cooled down. So now I'm going to try to cut this in half. And not cutting my finger off. Look at that. That looks just like white bread, you guys. Looks just like white bread. She said that if you use the whole egg and not the, and if you use the whole egg instead of the cream, it has a more of a yellow color. So that's why she used, heavy cream. So there's that one. Let's check on this other one now. That looks better. So I'm going to pull this out here. I'm going to get it off of the parchment. And I'm going to let it cool. Ooh, that looks really pretty. This even has an orangey color of like cornbread. Alright. Of course, you guys must understand, it's never going to be like real cornbread. You know what I mean? We're just adding to give things a similar flavor. So anyway, we'll let this cool and I'm going to clean up and I'll be back. Before we try it, I'm having chili tonight. So you know with chili, everybody likes some grilled cheese sandwich. So I'm melting some butter. And I'm just kind of dipping that side on it. And then, I did not cut this very even, but that's all right. So I'm just putting a little butter on the inside of it. And then, as the butter finishes melting here, we're going to go ahead and get it started and toast it up. Hers did really well. I was like, oh my gosh, that looked good. So we're going to put this broken side down. And I've got some cheese, just some little cheese squares to put on it. I don't know what kind of cheese. It's my breakfast cheese. But we're just going to put just a little bit of cheese on it. And we're going to put this one on top. And I always covered mine. So we're going to cover it for a couple minutes and I'll be right back. It's been 2 minutes. It may not be enough, but let's take a peek. Nope, definitely not enough. I need to get that cheese out of there before it melts. Hold on. Alright. That's alright. That's alright. We saved it. We saved it. Come on, fella. We just need to let it go a little longer. I just only did 2 minutes, so we'll check this side in 2 minutes. And, you know, I don't want it to burn, but I'll see you in, let's check it in 3 minutes. I added another 30 seconds to it. It didn't seem like it was ready. Ooh, look at that. That toasts up. I'll cover it and we'll come back because I know I already kind of started the other side. We'll give her 2 more minutes on that side. It's been 1.5 minutes. Let's take a look at it. Whew. That looks good. I think that cheese is sticking a little bit. I'm going to let it finish. I'm going to do another 30 seconds. All right. Then 30 more seconds here. I'm going to set this right here to cool on there. Let me show you what I'm going to do with this cornbread. You know, a lot of times people like the that warm, that crispy edge of cornbread. So I've got a little bit of butter here. We're just going to fry this up in that. This is going to be such a high calorie. Oh, it's going to be so high calorie. But that's okay. It's all for science. I'm not toasting it that much, but just getting a little toasted. And then I want to flip it over to the other side too. Trying to let it, both sides get some of that, butter. By the way, don't pick up a cast iron skillet when it's hot. I need my Katie handle. Katie sent those to me. So I'll let them go for a couple minutes, and then we're going to do a big taste test, y'all. All right, let's take a look. This is the grilled cheese sandwich. Get that little janky piece hanging off the edge. So this is plain. Let's just give it a taste, just plain. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's crunching. I mean, hang on. You hear that? And you know, on a cold day, when you got a bowl of chili, I remember how, growing up, we wanted chili and a grilled cheese sandwich. So, first let's taste this grilled cheese sandwich. Shut up. Shut up. If you're missing bread and you don't want to commit to a whole loaf, like she said in her video, you may just want it one time, or you may want some today and tomorrow. Heck, we might even try making chaffles out of these. But can you imagine? You don't have to go out and buy a whole loaf to make your grilled cheese sandwich. That texture, oh my gosh, that is amazing. It's exactly, And it's not sweet, so it's not going to cause those sugar cravings. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to stand here and eat it all. Let's take a bite of chili with the bite of that. So hang on. About this. Man. It's amazing. You need to go watch her video. The link is in the description. Keto Focus. So that's the grilled cheese. Now we're going to see what we think about the other one. This is the cornbread flavored one. I'm going to break off a piece. That's how it looks inside. Let's see if it has any. Not strong, but gives me that cornbread vibe. I have no business eating all of it tonight, but I am. So yeah, y'all need to make this 90-second bread that Keto Focus came up with. It is so good. And like I said, later on we can try it as chaffles or waffles, whatever. Yeah, you need to try it. Okay, bye.